Since my son was killed, I felt like my heart was pulled out. Patrick is a very curious kid. You know, he actually very jolly and very affectionate, and he loves it. He loves his friends and his brothers and sisters and cousins, and he always talked to me when there's a problem. But I don't know what happened at that time. I never received any call from him that night.
It was Saturday, September 16, 2006. Downtown Toronto's entertainment district was alive with the weekend club hoppers making their rounds to the city's hottest nightclubs and partying until the early morning hours. 21-year-old Patrick J. Santos was at two nightclubs that evening. First, he was with a friend at Steam Nightclub on Adelaide Street West near University Avenue. Patrick also spent time at another nightclub on Adelaide Street, the Afterlife. He left the club in the early morning hours to return home. Police know that at 4:45 a.m., Patrick was in the vicinity of his home near the Bellany Road North and Ellesmere Road area in the east end of Toronto. But what happened next remains a mystery. At 7:30 that morning, Patrick's body was found by his father in the backyard of their home. He had been bound.
We have done traditional canvasses in that area, and due to the time, 4:45 to 5 o'clock in the morning, nice quiet residential neighborhood, nobody saw or heard anything, which is not unusual considering the type of neighborhood he was in. There is evidence at the crime scene that would suggest that the individual or individuals responsible for this murder were familiar with the layout of Mr. Santos's residential neighborhood, specifically the yard of his residence. Mr. Santos was known to drive a 1994 Lexus that was four-door, cream-colored. The license plate was AXDM080. If anybody saw that vehicle in and around those two nightclubs that I've mentioned, or saw an altercation involving Mr. Santos and any individuals, we're appealing to them to come forward.
Please come forward, because, you know, this will help the police to resolve the problem. Not only for my son, but also for the community. You don't want to see another killing there. If this person who killed will kill another one.
It has been over a year since Patrick was murdered, and not one tip has been called in through Crime Stoppers. Patrick's mother hopes that someone will come forward with information that may help police find out what happened to her son and who is responsible.
I wanted them to come forward. Don't be scared, because these people, criminals, are the ones who's supposed to be scared of you, because they will not be able to sleep at night because of what they committed sin. This is a big sin that they have committed.
We have a number of persons of interest, and we have been following leads in relation to those individuals since September of last year. To this date, we have not been able to produce enough evidence to move them from person of interest to a suspect category. We're appealing to anybody who may have been in the entertainment district, specifically the Steam nightclub or the Afterlife nightclub on Saturday, September 16th, 2006 into the early morning hours of Sunday, September 17th, 2006.
How could someone kill my son? I brought my son to live here on earth, and they have no right to kill my son. So please, surrender yourself to the police before your life gets worse. And you have to ask pardon from me, from Patrick's father, brothers, sisters, and all my relatives and friends, until I face the justice.
If you have any information about this case, call Crime Stoppers toll-free at 1-800-222-TIPS.